I'm just really looking forward to what the prizes are going to be, and I'm probably going no matter what,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens there. So, and I will play in the CA tournament. I'll probably play with just people I know
Hmm.
that I think we can do pretty decently well, and yeah. So, because I'll be focusing heavily on duel for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I heard already that you've been practicing for dual these months with Facer and stuff. Has it been going well? Oh, let's talk about that in a bit because it looks like these guys have readied up. Zron and Twister starting the game off for the third time. Third time lucky, as they say. Zron looks like he's got the short straw. He picked the short straw. Yellow first. Is it so bad?
The only positive thing out of it is he managed to get to the LG for free, like without taking damage. And if he can manage to keep that up and just deal some, good spam damage with rockets here for a while, like rain down on him, he should be good. But right now he's trying to delay him to get to the red, which is really smart, and hopefully he can at least do a lot of damage before he dies here.
Unfortunately for him, it looks like Twister dropped down. He's going to be looking for a sneaky bit of damage, but Zron just stay in position. Not taking too many risks now. And there it is. That was the signal. Go for red or go broke.
Yeah, but he's in a crappy position now.
Mhm.
Because with that RA ledge, if you are on the very end of it, you can't take rocket splash damage, like from inside the grate, and he like overextended after he picked up the red. So he
Yeah.
cost himself a lot. Otherwise, like if he did it properly, he probably would have gotten the kill in that situation just now.
Well, Twister looks like he's managed to string together another frag. Red has been up. Twister just looking for a little bit of extra damage. But one rail from Zron could really cripple him, and already is in a very precarious situation. Twister just goes for a quick grab, and Zron misses. What should have been a pretty easy rail then.
Oh wow. Got a little greedy. He wasn't reading the situation properly, and he could lose out on Mega here and a frag. And Twister reads it. It's like, alright, well, I'll take advantage of your mistake, and let me get a couple more kills here, hopefully.
Completely. Zron managing to get a weapon. That is not going to be enough. He's keeping Twister low. I mean, Twister's not getting overly stacked, but he's the one getting the kills and not making as many mistakes at the moment. And red soon. Twister likes to leave up red pretty late. Do you think it's good for him to do this, or would you like to see him stacking up a bit more?
No, I don't mind it at all, especially when your opponent doesn't have a lot of guns at the time and they need to travel to and from. It's a good opportunity to try to keep them on, the GL side of the map and to see if you can deal some free damage. So I totally agree with that strat. Like I've done it, many times, and a lot of the top players do it.
Yeah.
It's just all about making sure that you don't accidentally overcommit or delay it so long that then you can lose out on mega time.
Yeah. Alright, well, Twister hasn't been working with that much for a while, but he's hitting those mind-blowing shots and going through the teleporters. Got to be careful now, because he's very weak, and Zron's going to get himself first kill. I feel like maybe Twister's got a little bit too hyperactive then, and it could cost him, well, his second frag as well.
Yeah, if I was on you, I'd go to red as fast as possible. Make sure I get the stack and then look for the kill after, because he already knows that Twister's at about 50 health, and that's about it. And maybe he could pick up some more health, but he's not going to be able to get to the yellow in time.
Twister doing a bit of teleporter dancing, but he's going to get around and pick up the item. Zron getting some cheeky rocket damage in, but also it is Twister fighting back. That rail's going to hurt. It's going to put him in an extremely vulnerable position. Mega up in a second. Zron going to try and fight for him. At 33 health, it's going to be the German reigning supreme 3 minutes into Aerowalk.
Yeah, and so far with this 5-1 lead, Twister's been imposing his will with the railgun, and he's been doing a good job of, like, just dealing damage and poking at him constantly, making him feel uncomfortable. And there, when Zonia was in control and had a good chance to come back and tie, he didn't realize that, hey, like I've been failing with these rail battles so far in the game, and Twister's been doing well. I should try to eliminate those as much as possible and just have Rocket and LG type fights.
Yeah, Zron's LG's been pretty decent. He should definitely go for that.
Yeah, so he needs to read that and change it up a little bit if he wants to come back in this.
Nice move by Twister. Through the teleporter, little spin. Very flashy stuff. Twister, I wonder if he's going to make a move here, or if he's going to give Zron a bit of space. The yellow's up on the other side of the map. Is going up the staircase here an option?
I mean, it's a risky option, but after that rail...
And especially that one. That's got to be an easy decision now. Is Ron actually just trying to leg it instead? He might have to go over for a yellow. But Twister, ooh, going through that teleporter. It's been alright though. What the hell? Does Ron mess up his jump there? That's going to cost him hugely.
Just a little bit too much of an angle on that rocket.
He's managed to recover pretty well. I mean, it's 7-0, but Twister was 200-200 about 15 seconds ago. So I'm really surprised that he did that much damage to Twister. And more good damage we're seeing from the German. And despite Ron's good efforts after his mistakes, Twister still getting the better of him. And there it is, nice little double rail, 9-0 now. And Twister showing why he is a real threat on Airwalk.
Well, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Your opponent doesn't have rail, especially in that mega situation. Let me engage in a battle where he can't really attack me at all. And then I'm just going to rail him to death. And that's exactly what he did. He gave himself easy shots, and it's well-deserved control.
Yeah. Now 10 frags with 4.5 minutes to go. Strong's going to have to magicate something over here, otherwise he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Doing bits and bobs of Rocket Splash, but he needs something more stable than that. 11-0. And Twister really not being put off by any of the moves Strong's trying to pull. Strong doesn't even go for red straight away. He doesn't have the confidence there. And Twister gets the kill, invests a bit of health and armor into it, but it's absolutely fine. Red straight after. And the rail as well. It just gets better and better for him.
Yeah, Zeronia just looks really uncomfortable with this pressure that's being applied to him, and he's not hitting enough shots to offset the control. Like you said, like earlier, about a minute ago, he did do a lot of good damage, but then after that, he couldn't follow up with any consistent, you know, attacks or anything like that. And I mean, he gets a kill here, but Mega and Red are up. Will he have to split them off?
Yeah.
Looks like he chooses Red instead.
I mean, in that situation, would you have gone for Red, or what would you have done?
I probably, at that state of the game, probably would have tried to get Mega and deal some damage if Twister decided to go to Red. And because if you get that 200 health, you should be able to rush him down at least, because it'll take 3 rails to kill you.
Yeah. And maybe he could have tried to manipulate Twister in a way that he could get both, but that would have been very difficult, and it would have required Twister probably messing up as well. 16-1 now, 3 minutes to go. It looks like Twister's really got what it takes to follow this one through. No big upsets going to happen at the end, I believe. And Twister doing to Zron pretty much what Zron did to me about an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, after watching that last map against who was the other opponent? Neck?
Yeah.
DJ or something like that. Yeah. Zron just seemed pretty good, pretty decent on a map that's like, you know, it's large, like T7, where it's larger and there's more items on the map. You can play more defensive. So I don't understand why he allowed this map to be played, especially when it's one of Twister's best maps.
Yeah, it's very
I
unusual.
that right away. Like,
I think these guys are probably, I mean, they have also both just qualified for the group stage, so I guess there's an element of, I don't know, just for fun more than for the win. And I think Zron maybe wanted to try his luck against Twister. It's my only real theory at the moment, because it really doesn't make sense otherwise. But Twister going through, I think a lot of people would be surprised if he didn't. Would you like to stick around for another game or two? I think we might have a decisive game coming up next, but I don't want to lose too much of your time.
One more, and then I have to head out.
Alright, great. That'd be fantastic. Well, so whilst we're in garbage time, maybe we can talk a little bit more about you. You're saying about, well, slightly disappointed about Clan Arena at QuakeCon. Do you know anything?
Go ahead.
Do you know anything about how like they're scheduling it? Is it not going to be a problem for duelists to play both or anything like that?
I have no idea actually. I think a lot of it will depend on how many teams actually show up to play. And I think like their idea by picking Clan Arena was like, alright, well it's the most played mod in Quake.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there'll be more teams that come instead of like for CTF and stuff like that. But
I thought it was going to be casual.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I thought that Clan Arena was going to be a lot more casual and kind of like we don't expect Europeans to come over, but we're just people at QuakeCon who are going to go there anyway. I was expecting it something like that.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. As far as I know, there's gonna be prize for it.
Yeah.
And whatnot, but I don't think they can really look at last year as far as like, well, these CTF teams didn't really show up. Well, first of all, they only had $4,000 for first place.
Mhm.
That's 1,000 per person. And I mean, let's look at ID, for example, on our team. It's from Canada and Sparks. Both of them, their trip costs are technically international for their flights. So
Yeah.
even though it's just Texas, it is still quite expensive for them to go.
That's
And,
true.
I mean, and there's a lot of other players that didn't go because it's like they're not gonna make anything really back from like the prizes that go down like that. So with all the sponsorship screw-ups last year where they weren't able to get the funding or whatever, like I'd say that's a big reason why more teams didn't show up and didn't play and didn't take it as serious. So, but we'll see if that changes this year with Clan Arena and if they have a decent tournament. I don't know how enjoyable it's gonna be for spectators. I think it'll
Yeah.
probably be kind of fun for whoever's playing, but
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm thinking duel's really going to be the centerpiece though this year. I mean, it is really every year, but I think more so it's going to be emphasized 2013.
Yeah, and fortunately we've had excellent grand finals like
Yeah.
5 years.
Oh
So
my God, really? Like,
as long as that keeps up, hey.
exactly. Yeah, last year was absolutely phenomenal. You're in the finals though this year, right?
I hope. I hope. That's the plan.
But Dahang's been working really hard in his game. I think. I mean, he's a very active player in general, and never really seems to leave the game for any amount of time. Do you think he's gonna have a good chance again this year?
Well, of course, I always think he has a good chance to possibly make it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as any other North Americans, I feel like if 04 can change a couple bad habits, like he has a chance as well
Yeah.
when it comes to land play, because of his vast amount of experience. And then yeah, I don't know. And then we'll see what Europeans decide to show up, and if even if CZM gets to go again.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
he can take it serious.
It'd be nice to see some Mori. I mean, Cypher, Memento Mori, and I think CZM. Did he fly back? Yeah, he flew back from Switzerland to come back to America. It would be nice to see more people flying over from Europe, especially when there's a little bit more notice, it seems, albeit the prices haven't been announced yet.
Yeah, and which has been a big problem with QuakeCon for a while now for Europeans. So, which I feel sorry for them. It really sucks because
Yeah.
I understand like they don't want to book a flight if they don't know like whether it's worth the investment or not
Exactly.
to actually go.
Yeah, players like Avec, Cypher, Cooler, Kilson, whoever, they're going to be looking for some kind of return, as it is going to be an investment for them. But maybe they're sponsors or whatever. We can get into technicals another time. But what about DreamHack Winter? That's been announced with a prize pool.
Yeah, a pretty decent one at that. So, like, more than likely, I will probably have a little bit of time then because it happens to be during Thanksgiving over here.
All right.
So everybody's got time off.
Yep.
So I'll probably be able to make it if I
Nice.
can get enough time to practice and feel that I can be in shape to try to win the tournament. Then I will go. If not, then I'll probably be like, all right, well, I didn't have time. I'll just actually spend time with family this year. So, but I am excited about it. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope we can make it happen.
No, for sure. That would be incredible. And all the online stuff. I mean, face it's giving the North American scene some kind of activity now. On top of all the other like the smaller events that are going on that are, just smaller other guys making those smaller cups for maybe newer players or lesser skill players. What are you thinking about that? Are you happy? Do you want to play in the finale, face it, and come over to Europe as well?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now is to get enough points and to qualify to go to Milan and to play in those finals. Unfortunately, the 1 week I missed, it cost me a lot of points.
Yeah.
So
That you almost made it by like a minute or something. You missed it.
yeah, I was pretty upset that I couldn't be added to the bracket. But yeah, just let that go. And so I've been trying to do my best to perform up to par. And yeah, fortunately against the Hang, it's got better and better. Although last week I don't really take the 3-0 as a judgment of like his skill level or like mine to his now because I could just tell he's having an off day. But by the way that I saw him play against Chance and then how he played against me. So if gets warmed up this week and we have to play on Sunday again in the final, then I expect it to be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
But of course, I have to make it. I'll probably have to make it past 0-4. For some reason, I keep having to face him in the semis. So, and it's been tough every single time. And yeah, I've narrowly escaped with it. But we'll see here, and I really hope I can go to Milan. That'd be a nice trip.
I've just seen that you're on 62 points and Dahang's on 94 points. Do you know how many cups are left at all?
I think just one.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, maybe two. I don't know.
If there's two, then it's doable. Like it's mathematically possible. Although if Dahang secures top two, then maybe not so much. But,
yeah, I mean the only other way then that I'd be able to go is if, let's say, he can't go, and then they would probably send the second person. But
yeah,
I'm gonna try my best.
No, definitely. I'm on a game. It looks like it's just started. It's one of the loser bracket semis. I mean, maybe you wanna. Actually, I'll check you the server information, and we can go on this one because I don't think we're gonna get another game otherwise for like another 10 minutes or so. And this one is.
Who are the opponents?
It's Lasky. It's a Ukrainian versus.
Okay. Rel.
And Rel. Rel's a kind of admin. He played against. Let's have a look. So he played against Twister and it wasn't too bad, but Twister's the favorite for this cup today, so it was expected for him to go down. But let's go in. I'm gonna go in game. Did you get the server?
I think so. Just now.
Alright. I'm just checking out. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. I'll just pronounce it in a very English way. Laskij. He's 2-1 up against Rel, and we're just about a quarter of the way through the map.
Well, actually, if you can, I tried to add you on friends. If you can do that, it'd be easier. Because for whatever reason, when I click on the link, I can't. It like opens up multiple tabs, and I can't
really?
get in the server.
I think I did just add you before connecting to the server, so maybe there's an invite sitting around.
No, nothing at all.
Let's have a look, guys. Do bear with us. We want to get some Rapha caster going. Alright, we'll come back to this game. I don't usually do this, but we want Rapha. Or try adding me as well. Yeah, so it says I've added.
I got it to work. I'm coming in now.
Oh, you're coming on the server?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay, now I've got to get back to the server. Alright, here we are. But I don't know who the favorite is for this game. I just know that I've also lost to Laskij today as well, so. And he's in the lead at the moment, and Rel's, well, actually he's the one in trouble as well. 9 health left. Rel could make something back at the moment. He almost cratered. 1 health remaining. Running for his life. So when you're on that amount of health, would you consider killing yourself, or would you play on? I think
at that moment, yeah, it would have been better to just try to deal damage during that situation and maybe pick up the yellow on the other side once you die and try to do something. Because right now, I mean, the thing is there's no health up on this side of the map right now. Maybe by the shotgun, but it's really risky to go for it. And, I mean, yeah, he's got some armor, but without that health, it's no good right now.
Oh, he found something. It spawned for him at the right time, and he's actually not railable anymore. Even a direct rocket wouldn't kill him, but the LG is going to be more than enough, and Rel finally gets that kill. I was going to say, if Rel looked back at that video and saw that Laskij got away with 1 health, that would be angry times.
He'd be kicking himself for sure. I mean, that was the nature of the problem there. Like, for him to get any health whatsoever, he had to put himself out of position potentially. Like, he had no way to, say, escape from a bad situation, and that's exactly what happened. You know, Rel read it correctly, was like, alright, I know he doesn't have much, so let me just go through the teleporter and finish the job. And he did so quite successfully, but Blast has picked up a very decent stack and weapons. That's the big thing, is he's picked up all the guns that he needs to really do something off of that respawn there, and yeah, the control is actually pretty even here.
And Rel getting that red, probably swinging it onto his side of it, but he's not hitting the shots is the problem. Like, Laskij is just playing a lot better with the amount of health that he has. So like, no Rel at the end. Rel's probably going to make a move onto this mega health. And sadly we don't have timers on the stream. It's a public server, so we only have Rapha to time for us.
Yeah, sorry. It's what's more difficult for me to time. I'm not thinking the same.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
Well,
and it's a good last. I don't even know what to call him. I'm just gonna call him L. All right, L. We got L here. He really read the situation correctly. That even though Rel came through the teleporter and he hit the rail on him, that rail wasn't gonna do anything if he managed to pick up the Mega for free, which he did. So most players who don't judge health and armor correctly would have tried to initiate a fight at the next red armor, and it would have been his undoing. But he's been doing a good job so far.
After a load of disappointing rails, finally Rel actually gets a good engagement with some LG. L giving him a good amount of damage. Still with some time to go. I mean, Rel doesn't really need to rush at all at this point. There's no real sense, it seems, of just desperately going for that frag regardless of the amount of health he'll be left over with. So I'm
found him out here. It's a good entry rocket.
Yeah, L is responding quite adequately, but let's have a look. It's very close, in fact. Rel really on the edge at the moment, but mega health. Let's see. Is L going to take a risk and jump over that grenade, almost getting him in the face? That couldn't have been much closer, but there's the tied game. Yeah, and what do you think about how that played through?
Well, I thought that Rel was going to take the frag more easily. L put up a really good fight there. The only problem is now is he's getting hunted down by the rail because he doesn't have one, and yeah, his stack is considerably weak. He can't really fight for Mega or for Red right now. He's just trying to get out of here, and he's gonna have to play a little hide and seek for him.
Yeah, a nasty time as well. 3 minutes to go. I mean, still a bit. Doesn't need to worry too much. But Rel has started finally hitting some rails again, and L's having a hard time dealing with it. Let's see. Is he going to go for a chase? I mean, dropping down.
It's gonna get really ugly right here.
Yeah, there's the oddity. Surely, I would have. That almost warranted a drop down even earlier, but he gets the job done anyway and takes the lead. So good job to Rel, but he might lose out on red here. L just goes for a quick steal. He's got the shotgun out. As he looks like he's going to sacrifice everything just to get as much damage as possible. Was it worth it?
No, I don't think so, because Rel's about to pick up this yellow. It'll be like the red fight never happened, and he's still 100-100. He's got position on the Mega, and there was no way that L was going to be able to get in position to do damage. And now, look, to get the LG, he put himself out. But wow.
Rel going for that air rocket actually hurt him a lot, being a little bit cocky then.
Yeah, that's why weapon selection is very important, kids. Like, don't get cute. Just do what does the job best and get it done with. Yeah, when you switched to LG, he would have just like pinned him all the way to the floor, and he would have got the kill for free. Yeah, super. But now easy. He's out of control, and he's given Lance a chance to come back into this game with him, like a really good chance here to get back into this game.
Rel's recovered a little bit. He's made up for it a bit, but maybe when you're 10 frags in the lead with a minute to go, then you can start going for those trick shots. I'm going to go over to L's perspective, see what he can do right at the end here. We've got a minute to go. Not really getting any of the shots there, but dropping down. Rel dropped as well. He's heading towards the bounce pad, and that's a lot of damage. In fact, he's doing exactly the right things. And
rocket.
Oh, he doesn't deny the red, but Rel stacking up a bit, but there it is. 1 frag difference. Although L's really left with... Oh, he's got a Mega! The blue bubble appears at the right time.
And the yellow. So he's got a really good chance here because, Rel doesn't have Rail or LG at the moment, so all he has to do is really find him and try to do some damage. And he does. He finds him at LG and he starts the chase. He does a good job of deciding not to continue. Fall back on the red. You've done a little bit. Give yourself another chance now to be able to rush in a bad situation.
So, I'm wondering, is Rel going to be hiding around some of those corners on the map? He really is on his feet at the moment, and there it is. It's just going to be a full chase, man. That LG was spot on.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rel had the right idea, but he really needed to get out just a little bit quicker because on the way out the door, it's really easy to get hurt by LG because you're going in a straight line, and there's no ability to dodge. So, right here, I'm afraid I'm probably gonna call it here. Like,
really?
Laska's probably gonna win this game right here if he just decides to rush. And
I think he wanted to get the frag before the bell went, but he couldn't find Rel in time. And this is it, really. Can Rel get out of the situation? Getting a bit of plasma damage up, but it's really nothing compared to what L's just achieved. 6-5, and it's looking great here for the last 90 seconds. Rel has got to really pull out some magic.
Yep, that's game.
Nasty, nasty stuff here for Rel.
He's gonna be so upset at himself. All he has to do is switch to LG in that one fight, and the game is over then for him. Like,
yeah. it was literally that situation.
Yep.
I mean, also a very good comeback from L. I mean, with the opportunities he was given, he did exactly the right thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, he played it perfect. You know, he realized the time management, and like at the end there when he did some damage to Rel at the LG, and then backed off to go get the red. He knew, like, okay, I've still got enough time that I need to stack up just a little bit more to be able to push in, and he did an excellent job of reading that situation and executed it to perfection.
Damn right. But GG there, L winning versus Rel, and he's going to go through to a stage in the tournament, which is later than that one. I think it's the loser bracket finals, like the one that decides third place is the one that he's going to. So he hasn't qualified yet, and that game will go on soon. But Rapha,
how many qualified? Just top 2, or is it
top 3? Top 3 qualify.
Top 3? Okay.
Man, you could have qualified. You could play on some US ping.
Doubt it. I mean, there's some time nudge commands to make maybe like 100 or 110 kind of playable, but
time nudge minus 100.
No, there's some command called CR_auto time nudge. And,
oh really?
When your ping, it only really affects it when your ping is that high. So I never use time nudge unless I've played. I mean, there was a little while we were playing some Euro CTF scrims, and that was it. But yeah, otherwise on a lower ping, it doesn't really help you at all.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think I use it. I'll have to check on that because I'm sure I'll be crucified if I do. But alas, we have taken lots of your time, Rapha. I don't know if you want to stick around anymore, or you're gonna get on with your day.
I can do one more game.
Ooh,
so
yay!
Laskic versus Falkuma. I can do that. So.
Awesome. I'll see if I can find that game for us ASAP. I might have to catch them on IRC. Somehow hunt down all of the Laskic Falkuma. I don't know where Falkuma's from. But most of the people who play these qualifiers are Russian, Ukrainian. So I want to calculate if it's actually... Yeah, the winner of this game is going to qualify, so everything to play for. Okay. Falkuma's French, in fact, so couldn't have been more wrong. I could have said Bolivian or something, but... yeah, so maybe... Okay, does that mean the 2 people qualified, Zvron and Twister, so Eastern and a Western, and now we're seeing is it going to be a second Eastern or a second Western, just to put some kind of race war into it. Oh,
are they not having another winner bracket they're not having a grand final for this, so Twister's automatically qualified?
Yeah, Twister and Zvron are already qualified. Like the first game that we watched, they both already made it. So this game decides all, really, and all the games afterwards are kind of made redundant to, yeah.
They're just for seeding then, yeah?
I don't even know if for seeding, man, to be honest. Because there's a load of invited people and people who qualified the other days. I'm not sure how the 125 FPS guys work it. Yeah, I think...
Yeah, because, like, how does this work? Are there already invited players into the actual groups, and then there are other players trying to qualify to get in as well?
Yeah, so what happens is the previous months, there's 2 group stages. So the first group stage, I think it's top 3 of each group of 6 go through to the second group stage, and then top 3 of each of those groups go into the playoffs, where the first of each group goes into the quarters straight away. And then I think the people in the playoffs, or the people at least who made it to the quarterfinals, they automatically qualify to next month's secondary group stage. And the people who made it into the secondary group stage automatically qualify for the first group stage, and then the qualifiers and invitations fill out the rest.
That's pretty neat. I like how that works.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because it gives us like a full month of stuff to stream, and it's not all packed in and stressful and stuff. I really like the schedule and structure for it. From a streamer's perspective, for me, it really works out well. But I guess the players are pretty happy also. But I've got a server. I'll link you it now. It looks like we're even going to be given a private one.
As far as the friend invite goes, you'll have to accept mine because for whatever reason my account is bugged, and I can't accept friend requests. Like I can't go into the inbox and actually click it for it to work. Like I have to send them and then they have to accept.
That's cool. So I've already added you. So if you added me, hopefully it'll automatically realize.
Well, it hasn't, I guess so. But
That's
let me see
weird.
if I can get this to work here. Is there a password on this server or no?
I haven't been given one yet.
Okay.
Oh no, there is a password. I didn't understand that he gave me the password.
That link you sent me didn't work.
It's okay. Oh crap. We're gonna retrieve this.
Now I just might have bugged Quake Live because now I can't log back in.
Does it keep doing the kind of like Quake Live is already running?
Yeah, well, like earlier I copied and pasted over it and it finally worked. But I think the link that you sent me, like I've never seen a join sequence that's that long.
Oh right. I've managed to invite you again, so it wouldn't let me add you to friends again.
I can't get into my account now.
What? What is going on? I don't even know if it's letting me add you.
I may have to restart my computer.
Uh-oh. Not the browser? Is restarting the browser not going to be sufficient?
Well, trying it now.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, I seem to be back. Alright, go ahead and try and link me proper join.
Okay, I'm just trying to get on the server again because that password wasn't working for me.
Was Ash in that server right now?
I'll check. He's on my friends list so I can have a look. Yeah, he's on the server. Oh yes, I can get on the server. I've made it work at least. Have you got success?
Give me a second.
No worries.
Alright, hold on.
People in chat, how to address a question to Zoom? Well, I'll try to have a look. Oh, someone asked what's your favorite. What are these questions?
I have the password, I'll give it to you.
Oh no, I've managed to get it, but it looks.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Someone
I didn't
asked.
leave it at first either.
Someone asked, "What's your favorite movie?" I don't know if they meant actual movie or frag movie.
I don't know if I really have a favorite actual movie.
Mm-hmm. I don't watch movies as much as I watch frag movies, so I don't really either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really go like and really rewatch a lot of movies. Like, oh man, that's my favorite movie. Let me watch that again.
I just remember watching Toy Story a lot when I was young, and that was about all I've really done.
That's true.
But nowadays it's like, oh, I've watched that next. It looks like Falkuma's made it onto the server, and that's what happens, Al, when you have ridiculous passwords. Okay, wait. Yeah, I don't think they've picked maps yet, and I think it's still going to be a best of one stage anyway. So the maps that they're going to pick, I honestly, I don't know these players very well. I think I may have played Falkuma in the past, but not really consciously taking anything into account at the time.
So what's the map pool here for 125?
For
What
the
is it?
qualification stage, it's Airwalk, Blood Run, Furious Heights, Lost World, and well, T4.
Okay.
And then
T4. Yes, T4 needs to stay in the map pools.
I'm not a fan of T4, man. I can't handle it. I really can't.
Why?
It just doesn't work for me, man. I don't get that tingly feeling when I cast it or play it anymore. All you old schoolers are just bringing it back.
Well, I like it because it's more based on player reading and
Yeah.
position and like little fights, stuff like that, than it is as far as like having a flow and actual full control on the map.
Mm. And it's that kind of the railgun area. I like the railgun bit. It kind of adds a new dynamic to the map. But I don't know this. It's not that it hasn't got an LG. Wait, no. I think maybe I don't like the fact it doesn't have an LG. Not that it would work on the map anyway.
No, it would not work with
Yeah.
all those jump heads.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
I don't know.
Ugh.
I can't really put into words why I'm not a fan of the map. Just aesthetically, everything. It's just I'm not. But anyway, I'll stop hating on it. I'll tell you the other map. The extra 2 maps they put into the groups and playoff stage is campgrounds they put in Hectic. Do you like campgrounds still?
Oh yes, yeah, I really like campgrounds. I've liked campgrounds for a long time. I understood why they took it out for a little while, but I feel like it was way too long. But then again, I'm the guy that likes to play a lot of different maps,
Yeah.
unlike some other people for some reason. So yeah, that's just my take on it.
What about Cure? Have you tried out Cure yet?
Yeah, I've played Cure a little bit, I'd say about 20 times
Yeah.
here or there. That's probably at the most. So far, it's pretty decent. I feel like it has the potential to be a very defensive map as far as like run oriented because it's just a big circle.
Mhm.
Kind of like how Battleforged was at first. Battleforged was
Yeah.
really, really, really defensive with the setup that it had. There were a lot of 1-0 games,
Yeah.
and excuse me. I mean, but it is interesting. I actually really like how the red room is set up, like where the guns are, like where the railgun is, like how the red is trapped in there. Every single item on that map, besides the green armors, is a trap. Like the YA, you're like stuck up there on the ledge. You can't just jump out
Yeah.
to the one exit, or you have to fall off to get down, or take the jump pad to go up. You know, the red armor is the same. Like you're just trapped. There is only one way out, and that's it. And then the Mega, you're just stuck on this pedestal, and like, oh, if I maybe fall, I fall in the water.
That water, man. The amount of times I've died because of that water.
Man, learn to swim, bro.
Sorry. Now, I've played the map. I think by the sounds of it, about as much as you have. I'm enjoying it, and I really hope to see it in some map pools real soon. And I can't. What about? Do you think Silence has really earned its place into more map pools?
I don't know. I kind of like the map. I mean, I think it's pretty suitable for play. Um, I can understand, let's say, like this season, it's taken out. But I'd say like next season, go put it back in or whatever. Like rotate some of the new maps and some of the old maps like in and out, and mix it up a little bit. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good, and I haven't even played that map too much. I've probably only played it maybe, and 50 times at the most. Like going into DreamHack, I had probably only played it 20 times,
Yeah.
something like that. But what other map? There's this map pool this tournament this guy's been putting on in North America called BAMPC, Big Ass Map Pool Competition.
Oh really?
And yeah, he's gonna apparently do one in Europe in like a month or two.
Oh my
But
god. Awesome.
there's literally like 18 maps in the map pool. There's like 3 or 4 which shouldn't be there, but the rest are actually pretty decent. And I played one last night for the first time called Sinister.
Oh yeah.
That's the one where the railgun is a whole minute respawn. But you can like hear somebody pick it up and stuff like that. And
It's got the bell.
yeah, it's like that. Yeah, that like bell/gong or whatever. And I actually liked the map a lot.
Oh really? So I was thinking of asking you, but a lot of people have kind of really turned their head away from it. You think it could be something in there, in the map pool? I think we might have to go to this game real soon, but
that should be, yeah, we should start when whatever. I can talk about this another time.
Sure. I was just getting too interested in this, but let's start the game. This is basically to see who qualifies into next week's group stages. So everything to play for here between L and Falkuma, and I won't try to pronounce his name more. It's like
no kidding.
L's gonna get that red early on. Do you think that's an even spawns?
Well, he did a good job in making sure that old habits, you know, definitely weren't creeping up in this game. He didn't just jump straight to the rocket, because if he did, it would have been his death. The only problem is here with that spawn, like, yeah, you can get the red and you can possibly get the upper yellow, but you don't really have any guns. The most you'll have is shotgun and plasma. So, as you can see there, he was punished going to get the LG, and now Falkuma's in a good spot here for the Mega.
The LG damage from L's pretty decent. He's can't quite get away. Falkuma's surviving with only 25 health. He's gonna get that Mega. And a good rail at the end is probably going to secure top yellow, or if not already having it. Let's have a look here at red. And Al is coming out. He does have something to say about this. Falkuma should probably still get it, but whether or not he takes it for free is a different question. Back-to-back rails. Good play.
Yeah, I don't really think Al should have stayed in that fight right there. I don't think it was damage that was worth, you know, like the giving and receiving, because right now Falkuma's gonna get this Mega, and then he'll go get the yellow, and he can come back to red. Well, unless he makes a huge mistake.
He kind of stood still for a little bit too long in that corridor. I wonder if Al realized really how crippled he made him. Falkuma gets onto red armor, but he should be 200 more or less by now.
Should have been. But
so lower yellow. I wonder if Al's going to be fighting for this. He has got a couple of frags to make up for, but plenty of time in which to do it in. So, Falkuma now. He wants to rush around a little bit, taking more rockets direct, and a fantastic shot by L. Oh, careful those grenades.
He can take a rail here, so he's free to go get the Mega.
Oh wow. Why did Falkuma show his face there? It looked like he just kind of given up on life, almost.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to try to get cheeky and do a little bit of damage before he died. But it didn't work out. Although here he's done a lot of damage, so the game's tied. He's going to have a chance to get back in control here and possibly take the lead within the next minute. It'll just be about securing guns properly. And he got the LG spawn right off the bat, so he's looking really pretty here for the red armor. And L's going to have to judge that and be like, alright, I need to just deal some damage or like set up for another yellow and play this really slow. Wow, fortunately for him, Falkuma failed at the rocket jump.
Yeah, I was going to say, I swear he was about to pick it up, and I was like, the timer's not resetting on red. Falkuma's got like 3 rails in a row now, and Al, despite picking up a couple of bits of health and armor here and there, he's really been weakened, and Falkuma's looking good once again. Al making a move through the room, only takes a bit of LG damage. I think he got off a light on that. It's just grenade spam galore for now. I mean, is there any sense in doing this? Mega's not up for a while. This looks like he's just trying to protect one of the 3 or 4 angles that he had on him, and now looking extremely weak. Trying to drop down, and Falkuma looking like he really wants to finish the job off.
What are you doing?
What the hell was... This guy's got balls, man.
What he did was a good job. The thing is, the only reason he got that yellow in the first place is because Falkuma waited at the upper yellow. Because he must have thought that, you know, L didn't pick it up during the fight, and he definitely did. But L was a little bit careless in his movement and trying to get out and took a lot of damage. And here we go. We got a kill here. Full stack about to go on, and yeah, I could see maybe 2 more kills coming up here pretty quickly.
So look, Mega's up soon. He's behind you, Falkuma. And probably would have got some good damage had he realised that. But lower yellow as well, and absolutely fully stacked. And again, more aggressive moves out of the teleporter. And now L's put himself in a really tricky situation. There it is. 4-2 straight off. Let's see, can he get another off the spawn? He should go and meet him up at the top. That yellow's up, and that's not where he intended to go. It's like Benny Hill on this Blood Run game. Well, Falkuma, sort out your sound. Has he got his headphones back to front or something?
Yeah, fortunately for him, that rail doesn't mean anything.
Mm.
He's gonna pick up all the items here, be fully stacked. So that rail is just, it's deceiving.
Yeah, it was just for show.
That one's alright though.
That one's even better.
That one?
There's a little bit of a rail race here. I think L was starting to get pretty vulnerable. He didn't want to hang around too much longer. Falcuma's had some very interesting experimental rocket jumps, but this one's been able to let L get onto that red, and he's got a nice rail at the end.
Don't do it, don't fall for it. Oh wow.
He got one rail before he died, but he probably could have survived, albeit it would have been on a very low amount of health. But Al making it back to this game. We're past halfway, and still both players in good contention for this qualification. This qualification round next.
Impressive.
All doing damage. Falcuma gets away. He could have taken another rail, but does get away without. And how do you feel here about L's situation? A frag behind.
I feel the thing is, he knows that Falcuma doesn't have LG or whatever. He should have locked it down better than that. Should have immediately started looking that way after the YA, because if he managed to hit a rail, he could have went through the teleporter and had good position based on like health and armor stack on this red. But he gets out unscathed, decides to make the attack because Mega's coming up, and he gets the kill beforehand.
That was
Good job
pretty close though.
situation. Yeah, it was pretty close, but I mean, right there, if he didn't do that, Falcuma would have been on a huge stack, could have done whatever he wanted for a while, and I feel it was a risk worth taking for sure.
Yeah, great play here by the Ukrainian. And red going to be up soon. Al would love to get his hands on that red. That would put him in a great spot to get the next frag, but Falcuma makes a dive for it. He does pick up the item.
Like, he didn't take a lot of damage. He could get the spawn kill here. Yeah, and he falls right back onto this YA. So, I mean, denying that red really didn't do too much, you know, for Falcuma in a positive manner. It kind of just like wasted away this opportunity there, and he gave away 2 frags.
Just giving himself some hard work here for the last 3 minutes. And red can be up. If Al picks this up cleanly again, he's going to be a massive threat on this map. But we've got a rail, a very needed one. And Falcuma trying to go back through to the mega area. Gets one more shot off for good measure, but not looking good here. And Al looking to pick up a spawn frag. Oh, the rockets!
Oh.
Sensational. L 8-4 now. He's looking pretty good for the win. But Falcuma still has surely something up his sleeve.
I would hope so. Just looking pretty grim. Looking pretty grim.
It's a pretty nasty time to go out of the tournament as well. Top 3 to qualify. It's really... Whoa, the grenade through a teleporter! Hell! What a player. And I think it's just shots like that that make it even harder to focus if you're trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, but he catches him out with LG here. Oh wow, if he didn't take that first rail, that could have been a kill situation and brought him back into the game. But excellent shots by L there. And I think he's making a smart decision to take the red rather than the mega and just spam down. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that Falcuma's not in place.
Wow, he left.
But it doesn't matter anyway, he'll get to take it for free.
He
kind of locks the game up right here. Yeah, the game is over with 2 minutes left. A 6 frag lead.
I think L went over to that mega health, saw it was up and was like, okay, what's the catch?
Yeah, no, I would have been surprised too, you know. He was probably thinking, alright, let me just delay him from picking up the mega for a while. I'll take the red for free and I'll be able to like play defensive, but I don't agree with this here. He should have just taken the red armor and been safe. Now he gives Falcuma a little bit of a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, just a glimmer. He hasn't really got much weaponry, but he's making it work with the rail. 2 shots now. Oh!
When he blows himself up by the mega, this is disastrous.
Are we going to see one of the biggest fails of 2013 Quake Live? Well, we're going to see Falcuma with now... There is a little bit more hope, in fact. 4 frags left. He's got to make this a perfect run. The LG's decent. He goes for a rail shot at the end. And it's not working out for him. Grenade to defend. And he's losing precious, precious time at the moment.
1 minute.
Yeah, like right there, you have to come out with rail. Like looking at that teleporter.
Uh-oh. 58 seconds left, and Falcuma. I thought he was going to call GG because he didn't get the kill already. Oh, excuse me. That's alright. And looks like the tension is just being built a little bit because Falcuma knows that this is his last stand.
Well, it's an interesting stat look at here. Falcuma's had the most control. He's had 2 more megas and 4 more red armors. They're equal on yellows. But L must have been picking up a ton of shards during the game. and he's been doing a good job of maintaining position, and he's got more damage on the scoreboard.
Falcuma doesn't even go for Mega then, he was just looking for a kill. He's got to get it right now if there's any hope, but the grenade's coming out. Is there one through the teleporter? Yes, there is! A game set and match here. It is going to be last kid.
Mine more.
And there's a nice little message at the end. I can understand Falcuma being pretty upset that he hasn't qualified, and it's kind of not a game you want to. It's really the ones that maybe can be a bit demotivating.
See, like, I don't
Look at
understand
this.
this. Like, you enter a competition, there is no way you should ever be complaining about somebody running. Like,
Yeah.
Like, because if you have the lead, you're gonna do the exact same thing. So to like complain about, oh, that's the only way you can win, and you know, you have no skill, that's your only option. Like, whatever. Like, man up, man.
Exactly. Well said. But he is French as well, so I'm French as well,
well,
so I'm allowed to say that.
Not all the French are bad.
It looks like there's going to be another game going on, but it's not really so decisive anymore, as I think we know who's going to be qualified. But some interesting games, and I think L has been quite a surprise of today. It's been showing us some nice games.
Yeah. Well, good luck to them in this next match. I have to leave.
No worries, man. Thanks again for coming on such short notice. We'll hopefully catch you soon. I guess on Sunday we'll probably be seeing you play.
Oh yeah, I'll be playing for sure. I will
Awesome.
definitely be here. So, yeah.
Great, man.
See you guys.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao.